Alright guys, welcome. So here's a new video I call the coffee cup release, and you'll see why. So studying three of the greatest ball strikers of all time, Lee Trevino, Ben Hogan, Mo Norman, when you see their hands approach impact, you will see for a large amount of time the back of the left hand, and then very quickly the back of the left hand will just square up the club face, and then you'll see just past impact the back of the right hand. So we have tended to interpret that as rolling the forearms, because it certainly does appear that way. But if we look at it from this view, you can see back of the left hand is facing out. Now the back of the left hand is facing the wall, this direction. And then over here, the back of the right hand is now facing the wall. And you'll notice the hands have gradually moved inwards, like they're following the body. So the hands would tend to disappear as the swing progresses further. Now we'll see the rolling release. So back of the left hand's in the same position. We're going to have a very fast rolling over of the right hand across the left. Certainly a way to square the club face. And we look at it from this view, and we're going to see the cup works more in a horizontal fashion if we hold it horizontally, versus the release that the best three ball strikers used was more the plane of the coffee cup stays very similar. So now we'll see what does that look like with a club. So what I did was choke down on a club so I could get a measurement from my body to the club. And then obviously as you take the club back, the club will get away from the body. Alright, so here we go. The release that they used would not cause me to have to lift up, because the release is just perfectly spaced between my body and the club. And if I kept moving, my hands appear to disappear left, and you'll see the club face angle tends to match my body angle. Now if we use a rolling release, you'll see the massive twisting that happens, and my hands never get left. Okay, because they don't have to, because my body's stopping to allow this rolling action. And the faster I do it, the more I have to raise up, because the butt end of that club is going to crash into me. So from this view, there's more of the release style that they would have used versus a rolling release. You'll see about the only stable point on that golf club is where the hands are. This end tends to back up. So it's a very wobbly release. So let me move all these lines. So that's a rolling over release. You can see it's not very stable. And the faster and harder I do it, the more I have to kind of get out of the way. And this is more of the release that those three players were using. So quite a different view once you start to look at it. much more stable release that they used. And then in another video, I'm going to go through and pick out 3 or 4 of the very common denominators that we would see in Trevino, Hogan, and Mo Norman that I think made them the 3 greatest ball strikers. But this release, I think, is just huge. So put that in your brain, let it soak in a little bit, and if you got some questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.